sure all of us are not familiar with the song I have played, but we will know it through my story. I am Dowfa, contestant number 332. I am from Purwodadi Adventist Junior High School. Let me tell you a story of Wanebaka, son of Tunde. Once upon a time in Bali, there was a man called Tunde, T-U-N-D-E. He had been married for 10 years, but had no child. So he was happy when his wife got pregnant. Oh my dear, I think it's impossible for us to have a baby. We thank to God for these blessings. Right, my sweet honey? Then they began to pray. But after a few months, his wife's belly returned to its normal size. My husband, help me! My belly, the baby is gone. It happened many times, and he asked a shaman for a help, but the shaman couldn't do anything about it. One day, when Tunde's pregnant wife were washing at the river, she felt something falling down from her body to the river. But she ignored it and kept washing. After that, her belly resized to its normal size. And at home, she told it to her husband. Maybe God don't want us to have a child. As usual, they let it pass. And for the next 10 years, Tunde's wife didn't get pregnant anymore. 10 years later, women who were washing at the river heard somebody singing, but they didn't look anyone around. Tunde, there is a message from the river saying your son wants to be circumcised. The scared women told Tunde what they had experienced. First, Tunde ignored it. It happened again, and finally he attended a simple circumcising ritual with no boy is actually circumcised. 15 years later, the washing women heard somebody singing again. But this time, they didn't get afraid. Tunde then looked for a girl who would be a bride for his unexisting son. He paid for the bride and arranged the marriage. He came to the river and said, "Whoever you are, if you're really my son, come on the day of your wedding." At the wedding ceremony, a guest saw a snake crawling to Tunde's house, and everyone ran away in a panic. The snake got so disappointed and disappeared in the bush. A few years later, the song was heard again at the river, and Tunde did the same thing as before. But this time, he threatened the bride that he would kill her if she ran away. "Don't go away. wait for the groom or you'll die. At the ceremony, the snake appeared again, and everyone ran away, including Tunde and his wife. The bride stood where she was, waiting for her death. Oh God, if I have to die, I surrender it all to you. The snake's tail touched her foot, and it went to a room. The bride followed the snake. The snake drank a bottle of tuak and got drunk. While it was sleeping, its skin removed from her body. The bride gathered it and burned it outside the house. The ash was buried. When she returned to the room, she found a handsome man sleeping in the bed. Oh no! Unbelievable! Now you won't become a snake anymore, and I'll be your loyal wife, she said. Well, what lesson we can learn from this story? Sometimes life is going to be hard, but hard is not impossible. Rose are red, violet are blue. We have met. Goodbye, boo.